We're recording. All right, let me screen share. Okay, guys, welcome. Sorry about the confusion. I'm sure some of us will just keep getting added as we go, okay? So if you don't know, I'm Jen Mirabile. I am the founder of Team Free and Fit. I've been coaching about 3 years this summer. So I started coaching from my coach. Sent me an invite, invited me to a challenge group, and I had every hesitation you can imagine, but after finally joining and committing, I got great results, and I fell in love with the idea of coaching. I'm excited to share some tips tonight for ending the year strong, because I truly 100% believe that we have enough time to commit to any and every goal in your business. We have 3 months is enough time. If you don't mind muting yourself, and I'm really hoping at the end to have some good time to answer any and all questions. I know you have questions and I want to get them answered for you. So make sure you can mute yourself. Who is that? Help us out. Kelly, can you mute whoever that is? I can't tell from here.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but man.
Was everybody able to get over here?
Jen, I can't mute because you're the host of the call.
Okay. Whoever that is listening to like Superman or whatever that is, please, is that you?
And
Let's get this party started, guys. Are you ready? Awesome. Okay, good. I can't see the chat, so I'm going right for it. Again, if you are not muted, please just take that quick second and mute yourself so that we can all like focus and pay attention. Ready? All right, so 10 tips. The first one I have for ending the year strong is your mindset. Oh gosh, you guys, it's whoever.
I can't figure out how to mute myself. Sorry, give me a second. It's not me, but anyway.
Okay, I will figure it out right now. Okay, Amanda, 1:30 a.m.
Yes, I'm not sure if it's mine or not. I'm just going to go in the room now.
Okay.
Hi, everybody from Tanya.
Hey, girl.
I made it. I'm in the car. I'm making my kids listen to this.
That's
Actually,
awesome.
no, I'm going to go on mute and play music. So I'm going mute. I'm just listening.
Okay. Okay, guys, it looks like Joanna, everybody's getting muted out. Okay, perfect.
Hey.
Hey, girl. Okay, back to our screen share, right? Yes. Okay. All right. My first tip that I really want to talk about for ending the year strong is your mindset. This is so huge. A leadership mindset, you guys, for coaching happens right from the start. I definitely, started calling my coaches leaders right from the beginning, but I do believe that as soon as you jump in and you're posting to help people and share about your challenge groups and your team, you're taking on that leadership mindset. You have to get out of your head and stop telling yourself that I can't do this. So I don't know if there's anything that's in there that's holding you back or whatever it may be. Look at these next 3 months as you're just going to go for it. Instead of reducing your goals, so say you set some goals in the beginning of this year, instead of looking like, well, we've only got 3 months, that's not a lot of time. Look at it like, I'm just going to increase my actions. So if you invite 5 people a day, step that up to 15 people a day, 20 people a day. They're out there. They want to hear from you. So just increase your actions. Have a winning mindset over simply being a positive thinker. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with being a positive thinker, nothing at all. The difference though, I listened to a call last week, and I think some of you did too, and Kelly may have touched on this, but the difference with that winning mindset versus a positive thinker is a winning mindset person is just thinking, I will work this out. I will set the goals from now to the end of the year, and I'm going to make it happen, versus everything's just gonna work out. You know what I mean? It's not just going to happen. A winning mindset is I must take personal responsibility versus God is in control. And don't get me wrong, I'm a believer. God is absolutely in control. But I believe there's that second part of it that we have personal responsibility that we have to take to come alongside and do our work. So things don't just work out. You have to work them out. So kind of like flex that mental muscle, right? The second one is be present in your team pages. I'm noticing a lot in the different team pages, a lot of people not, liking or coming across, and I know it's being seen, but there's not that participation. So this shows you are a true leader. You're taking responsibility. You're tagging your coaches. You're involving them in, the mothership. I think it's so great when coaches branch off. I actually encourage my coaches to do it. Start your own team, have your voice, be that leader. I want your coaches to look to you, but also don't leave the mothership. Don't leave this awesome community, culture that we have created. So team camaraderie and unity, I believe, is so important. Camaraderie is a feeling of trust, a bond created by a shared goal or experience. You don't have to be best friends with everybody in the group to know that you have their support. You're in this together. And I do believe there's just something to be said about setting some goals, especially in that crunch time or like that push time, that we're kind of stepping into, and then working alongside your teammates. That just is it's just so incredible to lock arms and do that together. We're so fortunate that we have these team pages that we get to check into, these online spaces, and have access to anything and everything that you need to build your business. So I know for my team, I've created checklists for month 1, month 2, month 3, a new coach training, a 6-figure checklist. Really anything that you would want, our team pages are loaded with them. So sometimes I just think we take for granted all this, great stuff that are loaded up in those files tabs ready to go. So be present in your team page. Third one is your social media presence. So I really want everybody to do a storefront check, like a gut check. Look at your presence on your Instagram, your Facebook, your like page, wherever you have set up your shop, because that's what it is. It is your storefront. It's not, like if you were to go over here to Chipotle and how they have it all set up. Your Facebook is your Facebook page is your storefront. So go ahead and look at it and see how you're coming across. Are you positive? Are you negative? Would your post draw someone in? Be curious, want to ask questions. Are your posts drawing people to you, or are you just trying to sell something? Are you sharing your story? Are you sharing the stories of others? Or are you just getting it out there so people come along and buy something? So, go to your page. That'll be one of the action steps at the end of this call, and just kind of scroll and check yourself out. See what you're putting out there, right? Another tip is, are you being true to you, or are you trying to replicate someone else? I get it. There are so many incredible people and coaches out there, but the best person, thing, whatever you can be is you, and all your quirks and all the things that make you up, and the intricacies of who you are. That is going to be the best thing that you can portray. If you're trying to look and be like somebody else, it's just going to be a turnoff to other people looking at your page. So your page should be 80% you and 20% Beachbody. So Beachbody does not need you to advertise for them. You are creating your own brand. So for me, I look at myself like a lifestyle coach, mompreneur. I am a homeschooling mom, and I build this business in the cracks, the spare mom time. And I love sharing the lifestyle that I get to be home. I get to be out on a Tuesday on my paddleboard if I so wish, or whatever it may be. And I build this incredible business that has created so much freedom in the spare time. So look how you're posting, and then post as if you are a 5-star diamond coach right now. Portray it, put it out there, believe it, because it's going to happen, and other people will believe it too. I hope I'm not missing nothing in the chat. I don't know if I can see that. I'll catch up on it at the end. Okay, my fourth tip is to be duplicatable. This means you are making it easy for a new coach to become successful, become a successful coach and a leader. So you've got 3 months and the rest of the year. And I know some of you are shooting for some goals. And so you're going to need coaches to come alongside and not just maybe achieve Success Club, maybe see the value. Absolutely not. You need to, link up with them immediately and teach them and show them the value of these important benchmarks of success in this business. So do you have systems in place that set you up for success, like tracking the trackers that we've created, creating a solid work schedule? Really think about that. Are you making checklists? Do you have a new coach training to plug your coaches into? Do you do getting started right calls? If you don't have a new coach training and all that, that's okay. One of the sponsor coaches here, if you're, one of our coaches, we've all got that for you. And eventually you can create your own. But doing a getting started right call is crucial. You're getting on that phone call, and I like to cover the basics of the business, the foundational things, not to overwhelm them. And I help them, set some very basic goals for that first month. So that would be to help 3 people. And that right there alone is what I want them to do in the first month. Helping 3 people is going to earn their money back that they've spent. They're going to be coaching. They're going to be helping these 3 people in my group, and they are going to achieve Success Club. So that is the first month, simple. And I just tell them, yes, there's a lot to learn. We're going to take it a bite at a time. So set simple goals with them right from the beginning and take it a month at a time with them. And I like to tell my coaches, if you want to run, I'll run. If you want to walk, I'll walk, but we'll never sit still. So we're just setting that pace and we're going at it together. I have some coaches that came right out of the gate and wanted to achieve diamond so fast. And that's so thrilling and that's exciting. And then I have some that are like, they set that goal for 3 months or 6 months, but they get to decide their own goals. Okay, my 5th tip for ending the year strong is visualizing. Okay, so we have 3 months left. Do you know what you can accomplish in this amount of time with consistency and discipline every day? And I just wrote there, don't let those terms scare you, just do them. I know before I started coaching, I would have never, ever, ever described myself as consistent or disciplined. Like they were not part of my makeup or something. I thought I just lacked in them. But once I completed that first group, that 90 days, I committed to it, achieved amazing results. I literally had a paradigm shift. So looking back at it, it wasn't like, this, what's the word? Like this monumental thing that I did. It was just day after day after day after day after day after day. Every single day, the same little things, which led to the 90-day huge results inside and out. So share what you want from this business. Post about it. Tell your friends, your family, your team. Share what it is. If it's that you want to make $500 a week by the end of the year, if you want to make $1,000 a week by the end of the year, call it out, speak it out, chase after it, see it. You know how if you have like a dream car or whatever it may be, it's in your mind, it's right there, it's so clear. You start seeing that stinking car like everywhere you go. So just start calling out these things. So the action step, I have those on the end too, but it's going to be to, really sit down and think about an October through December vision board. And if you aren't an Emerald yet and you're on this call, that really is step number 1. Get there ASAP and start reaping all the rewards of the free leads, the team cycle bonus. That's the biggest one. And then you're really on your way to diamond, because once you've created that emerald, you're simply going to create another emerald, create another emerald, create another emerald. Really, it sounds like it's, I think sometimes in the beginning we see the ranks and things as just big and out there and stressful, but once you start to achieve them, you just really realize what you're capable of and really how simple that they can be. Okay, so visualization works because your mind can't tell the difference between a visualization and an actual event. Isn't that crazy awesome? And since the mind controls the body, it causes a similar physiological reaction to imaginary experiences as it does to real experiences. So you are actually using it in your life right now, every single day. However, if you're not getting what you want in life, then you just are doing it in reverse. Hope that makes sense. I need 1 sip of water before moving on. Sam, I see your face. You're so cute. Okay. Goals. I can't see my entire thing here. Let me move up real fast. Okay, goals. This is a big one for the next 3 months, you guys. So have them written down. Here's what I like to do by like holidays. So since we have so many, think about that. I wrote on here, this is what I do. So where do I want to be rank and income wise by the Success Club trip in the spring, by Summit next summer, and then by my yearly coaching anniversary. But we've got 3 months. So by Halloween, by Thanksgiving, and by Christmas, where do I want to be rank and income wise? So you just simply have to reverse engineer it, plan for them. That's all reverse engineer means, is think it backwards and then just plan it out. So you do not want to say, I hope to be a diamond coach by Thanksgiving. It's really a matter of looking at the time that you have and then, reversing it and planning it out. So number 1, write down 3 specific things that you really, really want. So imagine on New Year's Eve, you're out with your friends or whatever you're doing, your family, and a friend asks how 2016 was for you, and you get to answer that it was so incredible, and you truly mean it. So what are the 3 things that you would need to change between now and then? I'll post all these slides in the team page or the different groups that we have going on too, so that you can go back and look. So you can go forward with your action steps. It's amazing what happens when we reconnect and become aligned with our true desires, when we get very clear on what we really want and remind ourselves how capable we really are. We can't help but become motivated to take action. We kind of become unstoppable, and that is absolutely the truth. So if you're starting to, this fall, filled with discontentment, or the year has gotten away, I know I've talked to so many coaches and I've heard so many things about this year. So just remember the purpose of any pain that you've experienced. It's not to make you suffer, it's to drive you to action. And that, you guys, just really hits home, because every single one of us, and I'll touch on this again in another slide, but we all have things that we suffer through. So just remember that it's truly to drive you to action. I believe everything happens for a reason. I truly do believe that. Number 7, and I have 2 slides for this one because it's so big. Your attitude in personal development is going to be something, to really be considering these next 3 months. This is something that I can spot immediately when I'm chatting with a coach. We get on the phone or whatever, I can spot this immediately. In our business, we spend so much time building others up, pouring into other people. It's what we do, and we love to do it. But you also must be filling your own cup. So I'm going to give you a bunch of benefits of personal development. The first one is self-awareness. Personal development begins with self-awareness. You get to know who you really are, your beliefs, and the purpose you wish to pursue. Number 2, it gives you a sense of direction. So once you have raised your self-awareness, you are more clear on the things you wish to achieve from life. So decision-making becomes a lot easier. The third one, improved focus and effectiveness. With personal development comes, even with an improved sense of direction, there will always be multiple tasks looking for your attention. That is the truth. There are so many things that can get in our way and distract us. So it improves your focus. The next one is, it gives you more motivation. I know that's a huge one for me. When you know what you want to achieve, it's easier for you to see the benefits of taking action. So if you've got it clear, these goals, you're visualizing these goals that you want to reach by the end of the year, and it's just super, super clear for you. It's easy for you to see the benefits, and it's easier for you to jump on it and start taking action. So even when the task ahead is not enjoyable, so whatever that part of our job is for you, follow-ups or checking your email or whatever, if you can see a clear benefit, you are more motivated to take the necessary action. Just get it done. Greater resilience. So there will be tough times in life. When these tough times occur, you need to have the skills and attributes to deal effectively with them. So personal development cannot prevent all bad things from occurring. We all know that, but it will help you deal with them when they do happen. And it leads to more fulfilling relationships. And this is so good. Relationships are truly a double-edged sword. You either They either lift you up or they drag you down. So when you improve your personal development, you are better able to see which relationships are truly worth investing in and which you kind of need to set free. Bless and release. All right, the eighth one, my eighth tip is to recognize what is holding you back. You know, I always put this in the forefront of my mind that we only have one life. I don't want to be hanging out. My husband and I always talk about, you know, hanging out on that rocking chair and being old. And I don't want to be sitting there because I know he won't have any regrets and nothing. That's just who he is. And I don't want to be the one like, well, I wish back when I was in my 30s, I really would have gone for it. Or what if this, or what if that? So really, whatever it is that's holding you back, I want you to, you know, just kind of dig deep and recognize what it is. So, you know, here's a couple examples. Are you fearful of, you know, putting things out there because you may get crickets? And if that happens, trust me, it's happened to me. It's happened to everybody. In the beginning, now sometimes I get 5 people. So really, don't worry about it. People are seeing it. The right ones are seeing it. Oh my goodness, you guys. Let's see. Are you worried about people saying no? Do you fear failure or even success? I know that's been something that I've been challenged by. So fearing success. So just dive deep and figure out what it is and take the next 3 months to overcome, right? You simply do need to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And I know that's hard to imagine, but that first year of coaching for me, I kept telling my husband, I have like butterflies in my stomach every day. I couldn't get them to go away. So I noticed whenever they're gone that I'm not stretching myself. I'm not getting myself out there. I'm not growing. So successful people are willing to be uncomfortable for a long period of time. That is the difference. I heard a call and someone said this the other day and I thought, oh, that's so good. They're just willing to stay uncomfortable for a longer period of time. So I put, is that you? Oh, yes, it is. Okay, number 9. Celebrate others' success. So I put this one in here because as we go through these next 3 months and we, you know, kind of have our blinders on and we're focused and we're working hard, it's so important that you are celebrating your teammates and your people around you. You know, some coaches look at Thursdays like, it's another Thursday and I got to, you know, you get to see the people who rank advanced and grew and you question yourself and all of this and that. I love this quote. There's enough sparkle to go around. Sprinkle that shit everywhere because there really, really, really is enough. There are millions of people who need you. I mean, who need your special way of coaching. You know, we're not all alike. We're all so very different and there's enough to go around for every single bit of this. So think of Thursday as a great day, a fresh start. It's the beginning of a brand new week. And I just love Thursdays. And I've had many a Thursday where I dropped rank or missed my goals or, you know, things did not work out. And I have had Thursdays where I've cried and shed tears, but I'm just speaking like, let's not do that. Let's come together, work hard, and just really dive in these next 3 months and just support our teams around us. And know this, that your time will come. Okay. Your past is your platform. So these next 3 months, you know, we've talked a lot about this in the Next Level Leadership Group, and I've seen some of your posts and they've just really touched my heart. And they're so amazing how you guys have really dug deep to share. So to use your past and your painful things as your platform. So take those negative things that have happened to you and use them. And I will be completely honest with you. Some of that is hard for me because I have some stuff that it's not in the past. It is in the present. My parents live this crazy life and it really affects me and it breaks my heart. And so I try to use it as my platform. And I always just try to figure that out. I pray about it first. I never want to put something out there that would harm somebody or make somebody feel ashamed or anything like that, even though it's a part of my story. So I really do, you know, just commit some things to prayer before putting it out there. So I would encourage you to do that too. You don't want to just go blasting things off, but part of your past and the things that have happened to you, use those as your platform because you will realize that when you share those hard things that maybe you've been hiding or fearful of sharing, you will realize that you have many people commenting, but even more private messaging you saying, me too. And just imagine being that person that gave somebody that ability to connect and not feel alone, and just that me too, I'm not alone. And that's just so wonderful. Decide that enough is enough, and know that you have unlimited potential. You truly, really do, and it's ready to come out. So I'll say that again. The purpose of any pain you experience is not to make you suffer. It's to drive you to action, to change, to growth. And so we've got 3 months. We only have 5 minutes, you guys. Y'all were sitting on the other link. Let me give you these action steps. So I do want you to go do a storefront check. I want you to scroll your feeds and look at yourself and see who you are, what you're putting out there. Check out your stuff. I want you to create a vision board for the next 3 months. I want you to set your goals for the rest of the year and plan them out. I want you to build your checklist, so your daily tracker that's going to help you reach your goals, and then routinely celebrate your team. I'm going to stop the share so I can see all my friends and answer any questions. All right. I saw the questions in that group, and there's 4 minutes. So I cannot sit here and explain PV and TV and all that, but I will. I can do a live video tomorrow in the group, and I'll explain volume. Someone had a question regarding growing your paycheck with volume or something like that. Is that person on this call?
Yeah, that's me. Sorry, I know it's kind of convoluted. I was just confused. You can answer me tomorrow because it might take too long. It's just like, I'm confused. I've watched YouTube videos where people are saying, stack your PV and that'll make your checks higher. And then people want, well, you've got to have your right leg and your left leg so that you can cycle bonus. And I watch so much stuff. If you could explain that tomorrow, how to leverage your volume to get like the best paycheck. I don't know. You can't leverage your volume. I know that sounds stupid, but
right. Yeah, I will.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
It does. People either grow for volume, rank, or income. That's kind of how I think a lot of coaches look at it. Either I'm going to grow for rank or for income. And I believe when you're building in the beginning, rank is important because it's going to help grow your income later. That's how I have looked at it, and I've watched some of those YouTube videos as well. So I think growing your rank is important because there's caps on every single rank. So there's a cap on an emerald, a cap on a ruby, cap on a diamond. So you want to be building for rank in the beginning, but yes, of course, growing your legs. Now everybody's going to be in a different position. So whether you have even legs or a heavy leg, my legs are pretty even, so I don't get carryover volume and all that. I build even, but I can kind of talk about that too. And then I can also talk about, placement of like your spouse or another account that you're building. I don't believe there's a right or wrong way there. I personally had no idea where to place my husband in the beginning, so I just added him, and he happened to be on my strong leg. I will say that I think it's kind of worked to my benefit because we share the strong leg, and because I haven't taken advantage of building his inside, I've got about 600,000 carryover volume points that I'm about to like dive in fast and hard after in the next few months. That is where I'm going. So I can talk about that too.
Thanks. That'd be great.
Okay.
I will say that if you're building for income, the same amount of time that you're putting in as an emerald or a ruby, getting 14 team cycle bonuses, dollars per team cycle bonus, and then 16 for ruby. Diamond is the highest place that you can get the most amount of pay for the same amount of time that you're putting in. So that's another reason why you want to get to Diamond fast, because you want to make the most that you can make for the time that you're putting in, because you're putting in the time regardless.
Yeah, that's why I've been building my coaches so that I have them in place to rank. Like, that's good. No, I've been building to rank.
But
so
ideally, you'd want to find a bunch of working people as you're building to Diamond.
Yeah.
I'll share a little bit more about that in a live video too. Our call is about to end. So
thank you, Jen.
Thank you so much, guys. Sorry that we got a little bit of a late start and it cut us, but thank you so much for showing up.
Thank you.
I hope that
Thank you.
hope it added some value, and I'll share the slides in all the groups. All right.
Thank you.
Night, night.
Thanks.
Night.
Night.